Hey guys, and welcome back to another new video. Today we are gonna be working on the 60 cm tank. We're gonna be scaping it. So right here I've got some rocks and a few driftwood. You can see the driftwood are really nice in here, but we need to get more driftwood for this tank, as well as soil and maybe some sand. I'm thinking of doing like a nature style aquarium, green plants, make like a lush jungle-y type of that type of scape, you know what I mean? And then maybe have a sand path that comes from the back to the front. I think that will look super awesome. Not 100% sure with the setup yet, but we'll see what happens when we get the stuff, all the driftwood and stuff. But let me show you guys what I've got going on. So I've got this ADA tank. It's a 60p, the 60 cm by 30 by 36 standard tank. And I made sure that it's leveled, because when you get a tank like this, you want to make sure it's leveled. I don't want any complications with this in the future. Right here, I've got a Tetrad canister filter. Pretty reasonable price for this thing. Got it off of Amazon. Let me show you the internals. So we've got the top layer. Take that off. The top layer right here with some activated carbon in there. So we'll probably use that for a month or so. Right here you've got some weird coarse little filter thing, and it smells kind of weird, so I might change that out. Right here, the very bottom layer, you've got some filter media, as well as this coarse sponge filter, and I'm gonna be changing out this filter media because it's not really that good. And I've got some Substrat Pro with me that I was using in Singapore, so we can swap it out with that, and that'll be all good. Let's put that back together. Put this thing on top. It's kind of difficult doing this with one hand, but we should be able to do this. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, let's see how that filter works. But here's some stuff that I got as well. Eheim double taps. This will make maintenance a lot more easier with cleaning the tubes and stuff, because I want to keep up with maintenance on this tank, because I'm really going full on into this tank. So I want to do my best with it. Right here, I've got a CO2 Bubble Counter that I got from Singapore, $3. So the prices in Singapore are really nice. This is about $2 US, so I think that's really great. I've got a timer. You always want to have a timer for the lights and CO2. You want to keep things stable, consistent, you know. Got an airstone here, Never Clog airstone. This is $1. Incredible. And I got to customize it to the color I want. It's green, my favorite color. Right here, I've got a CO2 atomizer. Pretty nice. Got it from Singapore as well, from 181 Aquarium. Let's see how this thing works. I'm not so sure. And then inside this box, we've got all the tubing and piping for this filter. It's black color, not really attractive, but hopefully we can change it to a clear colored tube and maybe get a lily pipe, a glass lily pipe in the future. We'll have to see about that. But right here, I've got this, what do you call this? Drip acclimatization kind of thing for when you get fish. You can drip acclimate them. Really nice thing that I kind of DIY'd this myself. And here, this is another one I chose the colors for that. And then right here I've got cable ties that I spray painted gray to match the stand. Look at these cable ties. Yeah, so you just spray paint them to match the stand. And check this out. I did this half white, half gray, so that you can't really see it around this extension cord. So I think that's really nice. Now I just got a cable tie this to make it look neat. And I think I just have OCD. I'm not so sure. Do I have OCD? Right over here, I've got the mini pond. You can see it's filled up with water, but there is no plants inside, so we're gonna have to get some plants for this. You can see my hand goes quite deep in there, so this will be perfect for little rice fish, and hopefully we can get some plants soon and add the fish in. Right here, check out this poster. This is a beautiful poster. The 2020 International Aquatic Plants Layout Contest. I got this poster from Aqua Review, but I'm not gonna be entering in it because I don't have a tank right now, and I could set that one up, but the deadline's in 2 months and I don't think I'll have enough time to enter the competition. So hopefully next year we can try it out and see how it goes. Let's take a look at my desk right here. So we've got the terrarium. You can check out the setup video right up there. But it hasn't been doing too well because, I don't want to blame anyone, but while I was in Singapore for a month, I had this thing on a timer and it was doing alright. I was getting pictures, updates from my aunt and uncle, but then halfway through, my aunt decided to just turn the lights off. I don't know why, but she turned the lights off and that just killed all the plants in the back. The background stem plants, the Styrogene repens, the S repens, as well as the Cypress helpheri, so those died off. But the Hydrocotyl tripartita, as well as the moss and some hair grass, have been doing perfectly fine, so that's okay, no problem there. We can just set this thing up again, make it look beautiful again. Right here I've got a project that I'll have a video on coming out soon. Works in progress. And then check this thing out right here. This is my Anubias little farm thing that I've got going on. I just set this thing up the other day, but I've got Anubias nana petite, and I'm hoping to grow some out in this little container, and then I'll always have Anubias nana petite ready, because Anubias, if you guys did not know, is my favorite plant, especially the Anubias nana petite, and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I'll have a lot of Anubias so that we can use them in the tanks. But let's go to Aqua Review, because that's the closest fish store that sells nice driftwood and rocks. You guys will see later. Let's go there and choose some stuff out. I've made it here at Aqua Review, one of the best aquascaping stores here in Japan, and I'm lucky because it's quite nearby to me. And look at all the supplies they've got. Look at all this driftwood here and the rocks here. Let's go and take a look inside, and then I'm gonna go and pick out some driftwood for the 2-foot tank, the 60 cm tank. So right here, this is one of the main display tanks when you walk in. It's been set up just 2 months ago, so it's still really new. You can see there are parts where the plants haven't grown in yet. So it's a new setup, looks awesome. Look at the fish in there. Alright, let's take a look over here. This one's a really nice tank too. It's a 90 cm tank. I don't know why it's so dark. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at this scape. Really nice, like a jungle feel to it. Looks awesome. And it's running on all ADA stuff. You can even see the lights here. ADA lights, really nice. Love the Bulbitis. Oh, look at that. There's a hatchet fish there. See that hatchet fish? And then over here you've got a whole selection of plants, which is amazing, and some from Tropica as well. And then up here you've got stuff to use for paludariums, as well as terrariums. And check this out, I love this tank. I love the Anubias nana petite in here. This is really nice. It's like the mountain. And the cherry barbs, look how red they are. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Look at this. Beautiful. And then over here you've got some, I'm not sure what you call this. Like terrariums, but look how nice they look. This one here is really cool. Look at that. It looks like a mountainside with all that moss growing. Looks really natural, really nice. So we're gonna give food to these fish. This is a 120 cm tank. Look at all these rainbow fish. Wow, amazing. So you can see they're all going for the food right there. Really nice. Look how active they are. Bosemani rainbow fish, as well as the dwarf neon rainbow fish. And then you've got furcadas in there as well. Really nice rainbow community tank right here. And look at the colors. It's incredible. And the plants in this tank, wow, it's like just a huge mountain of plants. Alright, so I've got a rough layout done right here. This is really not how it's going to look in the future. You've got to take into consideration I'm going to add rocks and soil and sand, and then all the plants that will be added into this. So yeah, this is the 3 pieces of driftwood that I've selected. So let's go back home and work on the tank at home. Alright, and I've made it back. You can see I got some stuff. We'll take a look at what I got later. But over here, there's some driftwood. This is the driftwood I got, except for this piece. This piece I had from before. But I think if I add this in, it just makes the look really good. And this is kind of the look I'm going for now. Completely different from the layout I made at the store, Aqua Review. But I really like this look. You can see there's a styrofoam board in here. I might take that out. I might cut out a little section so that it adds more height to the look. But yeah, that's kind of the look I'm going for. Right here, I've got a bag of Power Sand Advanced. Many people don't know what Power Sand Advanced is for, and I didn't know either until just a while ago. Power Sand Advanced will help keep the substrate healthy, and it will give a nice environment for the plants to grow in, and it also helps with beneficial bacteria in the substrate, just to keep everything healthy. But I'm hoping to have this tank set up for a year or 2 years or maybe more, and I don't want to keep rescaping and resetting and have the plants keep dying. So I really hope this thing helps. I've got a bag of La Plata sand. This is ADA's whitish color sand. They also have another sand that is a bit more brown. It's called the Colorado sand. Right here, I've got a bag of Amazonia aqua soil. Probably one of the most popular soils for aquascaping, so gonna use this. I've used it before. It's a really good soil. Over here, I've got some smaller rocks because these rocks that I had from before, I tried to play around with them in this tank, but they just don't fit nicely. Like, they're kind of too big for this scape, so hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but I know these rocks will be perfect, and they're a really nice grayish color too, so really excited to get that set up. Hit the thumbs up if you're excited to see me set this thing up. I can't wait. I really can't wait to get everything all set up in this tank. It's gonna be a while, but we're gonna make this thing happen, and I'm gonna have to get CO2 and some plants. I just can't wait. Super excited. But make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss stuff like this. I also do fish store tour videos, and I make videos of the fish room that's coming along, so make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.